only 2 or 3 volunteers for us, so get those on the way, please. All right, everybody checked in. Let's get one more before the triple. One more before the triple, and we'll be good to go. One more marshal before the triple. One volunteer. One volunteer before the triple. One volunteer before the triple. All right, it's going to be Kevin, Billy, John, and Chris. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You're racing when you hear the tone. Off and underway, race 1, 17.5, A main. So far, Kevin Moyer leading this one out. Billy Card in the 2 spot. Looks like Chris up to the, or no, John's still holding on to 3, Chris in the 4. $15.3 for Kevin that time by. Best lap of the race so far. Billy a 19.3, John a 18.3, and Chris 22.1. There, Kevin going big on the triple there. See if Billy does it. He does. 15.1 Kevin that time by. 15.5 for Billy. His best lap. We'll see if that triple does him any better. 15.4 now. John a 16.5, his best lap. Chris a 16.7. But Kevin now a 6-second lead on Billy. Billy a 7-second lead on John. And John a 2-second lead over Chris. Come up on 2 down, 3 to go. Kevin still your leader, 7.5 seconds up on Billy. Billy 9 seconds up on John. John 8.5 on Chris. .230 down, 2:30 left to go. Halfway into this one. Kevin now 10 seconds up on Billy. 12 seconds to John. 7.5 to Chris. Everyone's starting to separate themselves out a bit here. .16.1 for John. His best lap that time by. He's running that 3 spot still. Chris is 16.5 for his best lap. Those two got the orange buggies. Headed on the front straightaway. That's 3rd and 4th place. Although going to be a lap apart.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. Your leader still Kevin, the yellow, white, and gray. Now looking to put a lap on Billy here. He gets by. So Billy going to be that orange, white, and blue right behind Kevin. A lap separating them. Ten seconds. And Kevin should be on his last lap here. He's over the back triple now. Double, single, he goes. All right, cross the line and you'll be done.
Kevin Moyer done.
Kevin's done.
Billy Card done.
Billy's done in second.
John Stevenson done.
John, you're done in third. And Chris done in
Klein
fourth.
The race
That's
is
a race.
completed.
Kevin, Billy, John, and Chris. All right, we'll get you guys back out to Marshall for race 2, 21.5. Get 1 or 2 volunteers for this one.
Two minutes to the start of the race. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, need one more marshal over here by me, and we'll be ready to go. Other than need Victor to check in. Oh, there's Victor. All right, and then we'll just need one volunteer marshal. One volunteer. All right, one volunteer. One volunteer. End of the straightaway. Not too bad of a spot. All right, let's line them up. Robert, Chris, Javen, and Victor. You're fired, Noah. You're fired. All right, driver's ready. Marshal's ready. You're racing when you hear the tone. Off and underway. Race 2, 21-5. Robert leading him around in the red, white, and blue. Chris Gross holding on to that 2 spot in the green and blue. Javen in the 3, Victor in the 4. Robert now 3 seconds up on Chris. Chris 4 seconds up on Javen. And Javen 12 seconds up on Victor. Everyone now already starting to get a little bit separated out. No battles at the moment here. But Robert going to have fast lap of the race so far at 16-1 on lap 2. Chris is 17-5 on lap 3. Javen is 16-4, his best lap that time by. And Victor's best 22-1 on lap 3. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go, halfway into this one. Still got Robert up front. Oh, a little bit going for a ride on the triple. Gets Marshall back on all 4 tires. Now with a 9-second lead over Chris Gross. Chris and Javen, though, pretty close here for that number 2 spot. Here comes Chris down the front straightaway. Javen down the front straightaway. Javen running his best lap that time by 16.4. Trying to run down Chris for that number 2 spot. Over the right side they go. Oh, trouble for Javen. Gets a Marshall. He's back out and going. 17.2 for Chris. His best lap that time by. It's still Robert, Chris, Javen, and Victor. You're running order. Javen now getting around for that 2 spot. Chris 6/10 back. Those guys right there together. Over the tabletop they go. Over the back. Double, single for both of them.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. All trouble for Javen now. Chris going to make up some ground. Only 30 seconds left to go there. Oh, Javen spinning out after the triple. Chris going to be right there. Going down the drop down. 180 and back up. Around the off camber they go and down the front straightaway. This will probably be their last lap here. Possibly could get by for one more. Robert getting by for another, but Javen getting caught at the line.
Chris Gross done.
Chris done in the 3 spot as well. Robert on a victory lap here.
Victor Berger done.
Robert, go, 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 go.
Robert Summers
There we
done.
go. Robert
race
taking
is
it. Javen
completed.
2, Chris 3, Victor 4. All right, we'll get them back out to Marshall for race 3, Mod 2-wheel drive. Get drivers from the last one back out and probably a volunteer or 2 to Marshall.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Probably just a lot more water. A lot of water. All right. All our
1
drivers
minute
checked
to the
in.
start of the race.
We got a couple of drivers from our last race. Actually, just one. We get Robert, Chris, and Victor. We'll be good to go. All right. Let's get them lined up. Nick on the 1 spot, Mason on the 2, Hagan 3, William 4, Billy 5. All right. Pretty much. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You're going to be racing when you hear the tone in less than 5. Off and underway, race 3, Mod 2 wheel. Nick leading them around. It's Mason, Hagan, William, and Billy running how they started so far here. Over the right side they go. A little trouble for Mason. Hagan getting the worst out of it, though. William up to the 3 spot. Oh! Trouble for your number 2 car. Putting some red paint on that fast lane banner. William up to the 2 spot now. 13.8 for Nick last time by. Hot lap of the race so far. And William ran a 14.8, so just a second slower. Oh, trouble for William. Nick had some trouble as well, but Hagan will be moving up to the 2 spot now. So Hagan can be that all yellow running in the 2 spot. He is 3.3 seconds back from your leader, running a 14.3 that time by for Hagan. So it's Nick, Hagan, William, Mason, and Billy. Two minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Nick and Hagan, 2.6 the gap last time by. And then Hagan's got 2 seconds on William. William 1.7 on Mason. Still anybody's race here. Not even halfway in yet. Oh, trouble for Hagan now. William at the 2 spot. Trouble for Nick. William right there. You got a battle for the lead. A 4-way battle. Over the back triple they go. Around the right-hand side. Leader coming by the line. 2 car by the line. 1.2 the gap between Nick and William. Mason now up to the 3 spot. Hagan to the 4. All trouble for your number 2 car now. He'll be moving down to the 4. Down to the 3. Mason up to the 2 spot, back where he started. He's got a little more work to do to try to catch back up to Nick Gibson. 3.5 the gap last time by between those 2. William in that 3 spot, Hagan the 4, Billy in the 5. Now trouble for William. Hagan back around for the 3 spot. Hagan and William battle for the 3 spot. Coming down the front straightaway. Over the tabletop they go, setting up the triple.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go. All trouble for Hagan now. William up to the 3 spot. Mason that time by 14-0, his best lap of the race. $15 seconds to go. It's Nick, Mason, William, Hagan, and Billy. Everyone's kind of set in their ways here now. Not much is going to change. And here we go. Time's going to expire. All right, cross the
Mason
line and you'll be done.
done.
Mason, you're done in the 2 spot. And Nick crossing the
Nick
line, done with the
Gibson
win.
Hagan Stevenson done. Billy Card done. William Schroeder done.
That's a race. Everybody's
The race
done.
is completed.
Whoa. Nick taking that. Mason in the 2, William 3, Hagan 4, Billy 5. All right, we get our drivers from the last one back out to Marshall for race 4, 13.5 4-wheel.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
Uh-oh.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Watch triple, watch triple. Watch the triple. Clear. All right, excited to see how this one goes here. Let's line them up next time by. Be Jake on the 1, Chris Klein on the 2, Chris Gross on the 3. Oh, well. This one might be over before it started for Jake. What's it? What is it? Arm? See our racers minutes going over here. How's the racers minute going?
Got a racer's minute for Jake, and we're just going to see what Orlando's up to. Orlando, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay, and you guys?
So we were wondering why you weren't here today racing with us.
I went out last night, actually.
All right, Victor, how's your day going? All right, back onto the racer's minute. People are very unentertaining. Yeah, we could get a word with Chuck. We could thank you, Chuck, for everything you do. Thank you. Yeah, what if I announce from out here?
All right. Yeah, Jake, you got to start last now. Sorry. I'm joking. You can whatever. I don't care. You're in a different class, so it's kind of just like, yeah. Sorry, too many marshals. Never had this before. All right. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys be racing when you hear the tone in less than 5. Off and underway, race 4, 13.5 four-wheel. Off and underway. Got some extra obstacles out there for lap 1. Got Jake Hoffman out there leading out mod 4-wheel. Chris Klein leading out 13.5 4-wheel. Chris Gross in second place for 13.5 4-wheel. Oh, but trouble for Chris Klein now. Chris Gross up to the top spot for 13.5 4-wheel. Oh, now trouble for Chris Gross. Chris Klein back around for the number 1 spot. Jake out there by himself running laps here in the mod 4-wheel. Going for the quad this lap. But Chris Klein and Chris Gross having a good battle here for 13.5 4-wheel drive. All trouble for Chris Klein. Chris Gross going to be right there with him now. Everybody having a little bit of trouble there off the drop down. But Jake Hoffman 14.8 that time by. Oh, mod 4-wheel guy getting in the way. Jake Hackman. But still got a good battle here. Chris Klein, Chris Gross. Over the back triple they go. Going for a cartwheel. Lands it. Your leader over the back triple he goes. Talked about maybe doing some backflips here in the A main. Maybe a little bit towards the end though. Getting a solid race first. Got that yellow and pink over the back triple he goes. Looking good out there. 14-6 last time by for him. Trouble for Chris Klein. Now Chris Gross back up to the top of 13-5. Chris Gross that time by 16-7, extending his lead here in the 13-5 class. He's got 10 seconds on Chris Klein.
One minute left.
1 minute to go. 40 seconds left to go here. Jake Hoffman leading out the Mod 4 wheels. Big field in Mod 4 wheel today. And Chris Gross leading out 13-5. Chris Klein in that 2 spot. 14-5 for Jake that time by though. 14-5 is his hot lap of the race. All right, that is time. Cross the line and you'll be done. Jake gonna
Hoffman
try to go
done.
for that quad again.
Chris Klein done.
So got Chris Gross to finish. Got 1 to finish, guys. 1 to finish.
Chris Gross
All right,
done.
that's a race.
The race is completed.
Jake gonna take that one. Chris Gross in the 2. Chris Klein in the 3. All right, that is the program for indoor. We'll open this one up for practice for the rest of the day.